Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Season 2, episode 28 of the Dimes Only podcast. I'm your co-host, Buddy Sandoval. My other co-host to my right, George Hernandez. How you doing today, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good. It's gonna be a great weekend. This week's going by a little short because I know I work at a school, so they don't have class on Friday.
That's
so
right, yeah.
We're gonna have a 3-day weekend. Well, after that spring break, so we're gonna have a good time, and I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
This weekend we're going to Baja. We're going to Rosarito.
That's right, our annual, kind of annual little trip coming up. Boy time. A lot of beers will be drank. A lot of fun will be had. And, we're looking forward to it.
Eating a lot of food will be ate.
For sure, man. I know, yeah, so we're going. It's going to be the ragtag team that we got. Vlad's not in today, but Vladimir will be joining us as well.
Day.
Little sick day. We give him a little day off.
Yeah, day off.
We give him a little day off today. Will be joining us. My other 3 little bros as well. Taking my car. So that should be fun. Some little lobsters will be had. And things like that. Cigars will be smoked as well. Pad looks pretty good.
Looks nice. You know how many bedrooms is it?
About 4, I think.
Yeah, it's a big house.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat, like you said, lobsters. You can't wait for the tacos. You forgot tacos.
The tacos. That's right. Yeah.
No, we'd have a good time, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think pretty well needed. I haven't had a vacation in quite a while, I think.
Yeah, I feel like we needed this vacation for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of stress.
Kids been on your ass too much or what?
Yeah, demon time.
Demon time. The demon time's supposed to be at the gym, bro.
I know, man, but those struggles, little ups and downs.
the struggles of LAUSD and the strikes.
And the strikes. Oh, that's right, huh? The strikes. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right. Last week when we shot, you were at the beginning of the strike.
The strike, yeah.
It ended up getting resolved. So that's
big payday or what? Big payday.
Big payday, yeah. But it's gonna come in. It's gonna come.
Yeah, no.
It's not gonna come all at once.
No.
It's gonna be. I think year by year, right?
Yep. So well needed. This trip's well needed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So speaking of trips, what are some of your favorite parts of a road trip? Because I know there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of anticipation, excitement, and whatnot. What are the couple things you look forward to, whether it's the actual trip or in between?
So one thing is, the car ride there is always fun.
For sure.
You're barely waking up. You're trying to get to your destination. Crack a little jokes in the car. Take a little naps. Listen to the music.
Yeah.
And roast each other here and there. And also the stops, sometimes we make stops, and those could be cool. We talk it up, chop it up, get food, snacks. And once you get there, you're like, damn, we're finally here, and then you're ready to roll. And then you just spend quality time with your boys, Nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a friendship like all of us, since we were in high school. Yeah, since we were in high school.
Yeah.
So you build up memories. So that's just another memory we're going to add on. We're going to keep rolling. And to have a tight bond how we all have still, it's like pretty amazing. So I think that's one of the best trips, like my favorite parts of trips, like just building on the memories, But the worst parts could be also the ride back.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends how you feel too, coming back. Well, especially the kind of trip we're taking.
Yeah.
All guys, and we'll be drinking and doing having alcohol pretty much in our system, and then coming back. The end of it could be pretty brutal, but I like whether it is with your friends, family, and loved ones, things like that. I like the anticipation of it. I feel like that's really cool. I think that's kind of overlooked sometimes because you get so excited for a trip no matter where you go. And then also too, like you brought up, the actual car ride going over there or flight, however far you're gonna travel, because you know you're excited. You're talking about what could happen, what's going to happen, and cracking jokes too. I like how in the beginning everyone's all hyped up, excited, laughing and things like that, and then towards the middle,
Yeah, for
either
sure.
either people get tired or they maybe take a nap, and then there's a little dead time, and then
Yeah.
once we actually get there, that's when the excitement starts to build up again too. So, well, at least that's how it is,
We'll see. We stay
around
up with my
us.
boy Buddy on the way back. We always say, "Oh, don't worry, buddy. We're gonna stay up with you." Next thing you know,
Oh my God,
everyone's
yeah, I told it,
everyone's
yeah,
everyone's asleep.
yeah.
But don't worry.
Nah, dude, but that was like that time you just brought up. I had mentioned it back in season one that these guys fell asleep on me. We waited what, no, 8 hours. It was literally eight
It was
hours
that
to
time.
cross. It was that time, yeah, yeah,
Oh.
because we got in line at 3. We crossed it at 11. Remember, we ate Jack in the Box,
Mhm.
and then we had to go home, and I was beat. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, clearly, all of us were, but
Did you work the next day?
I I was supposed to work the next day,
Oh,
but
you
I
just
called
got
off
Yeah.
because I just couldn't do it.
Just
I
sleep all
was
day.
I was exhausted, and I was awake for maybe 20% of that car ride, and
Mhm.
I was the one driving.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bad. But that's not gonna happen again because I'm more prepared this time. I'm know where to go, and you know everything should be fine in that
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be a good weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Should be a lot of fun, and hopefully we could maybe share some footage with you guys. Maybe not just footage, but maybe dig up a little content over there.
Yeah.
Should be
I know
really
we did
cool.
that about Vegas, but we just
I
totally
know, I
we
know,
totally
but
forgot because
yeah,
we're everywhere that
we
weekend.
were, we were. We had said it. I think the first time we went, not this past time. We
Mm,
went when we went. When was it? Memorial Day weekend.
yeah.
I think. Right? Wait, was it
No,
this
no,
one?
it was no, it was
No, it
this.
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. It
Remember,
was
we
this
weren't
one. It
doing
was.
this.
That's right.
We weren't doing this Memorial Day
Thank you for
weekend.
that. Thank you for that. We were not doing it. That's right. Damn, that went by so fast.
Yeah, that was Steven's birthday.
Wow.
Steven and your birthday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, that was super quick. But time flies. Hopefully this weekend comes fast, but it slows down. But we all know that that's not how it
Next
works.
thing you know, we're back at home, snoring and
Yeah,
recovering.
for real, huh? But that's part of it. But yeah, we're super excited for that. Most importantly, build memories amongst each other, and it should be a good one.
Mhm.
But George, meanwhile, while we're there on Saturday, the Final Four will take place,
I know.
and it was a Final Four that we all expected, right?
No, it wasn't, bro. I don't
Crazy.
think anyone. If you would have told me in the beginning of the year or beginning of the bracket, in the tournament, FAU was going to the Final Four, San Diego State was going to the Final Four, I would not have believed you. I would have thought you were crazy. I would have been like, "What do you mean you have Alabama, Purdue, Houston? All those teams
Yeah.
that Kansas,
UCLA,
Auburn,
Gonzaga.
UCLA, Gonzaga, Kentucky, Kansas State, even." I wouldn't have believed you, but now, like, this is even crazy. But I like it. I like this Final 4.
Mhm. No, yeah, I do too. I mean, San Diego State, as we've seen throughout the tournament, they are a really tough team. They are a really great
Little
team as
guard.
well. I think they only have 6 losses throughout the season. Their conference is not too well known, so that's why we don't really know about them. But they're proving why they belong in the Final Four. They're proving why they are such a great team, led by a fantastic head coach who was passed the mantle from Coach Fisher, who was there for quite a while. So he's done a great job in continuing to build that program. And then you have Miami, and you have
Go
Miami, who's
Miami.
who's a well-known university, but not quite for college basketball. College football, yes, but not college basketball. And then of course you have UConn, who I
UConn
think is more of the
basketball, no.
yeah more known for basketball. I don't even know if they have a football team, if I'm being quite honest.
Because UConn won when they had Shabazz Napier.
Yep,
And they had another guy, something.
Kemba Walker in 2011.
Kemba Walker.
Mhm.
They had Boatwright with Shabazz Napier. I
Mhm.
think that's his name, Boatwright. He played in the G League for a bit. He was nice in college. And then, like you said, Kemba Walker. They've won a couple championships like in around these years, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, crazy stuff. They are actually the only team who has been to a final college. They're the only college who has been to a Final Four. This is Miami's first, Florida Atlantic University's first, and San Diego State's first. So San Diego State will face FAU in a matchup. Like I said, none of us, none of us expected. But these two teams have shown that they are the real deal. And a lot of them, we don't really know these players. They're not going to be NBA players,
Well, maybe now,
most
yeah,
likely.
because
Well, I
that's where
mean,
people get known.
yeah, that's true. This is a great time to get your name out there. But
UConn has a pretty good prospect, I think.
yeah, he does.
40,
Not
40, 44?
the big man, right?
Yeah, number
The,
44.
yeah, and then they have a really good guard too, Jordan Hawkins. I think his last name is Hawkins. So San Diego State will be taking on FAU, while Miami will take on UConn. And who do you think is going to be? I mean, none of us predicted this, but who do you think is going to end up being in the championship game and winning it all?
I think San Diego State's going to be in the national championship. Then I think UConn's going to beat Miami just from experience.
Mhm.
But I would like to see Miami to win. But in my opinion, I think UConn's going to win because Miami, I want to see someone new. I've seen UConn win it before. Haven't seen Miami win it. Haven't seen San Diego State or FAU. So the FAU San Diego State game, whoever wins is cool because, they've never been to a championship.
Right.
But overall, I think it'll be San Diego State against UConn. And then, unfortunately, UConn's going to be taking it all. They're going to beat San Diego State and beat the national champions.
Yeah, man, I am on the same boat with you there as well. UConn, I don't think they've had a close game this entire tournament, or maybe one game. But these past two games when they
Mm-hmm.
played Gonzaga, and then who they beat to get to Gonzaga? They beat Arkansas. They beat Arkansas, and then they beat Gonzaga. They won those games comfortably. So UConn is on a tear right now, and they look like the best team from
Oh,
from
for
these
sure.
from these four teams remaining. But then again, like we said in the past, this is a one game elimination. All you need is to have a bad game,
Or a good game.
a bad half, or a good game, a good half, and anything could happen on that aspect. But UConn looks like nothing's gonna stop them. But then again, we will see because Miami's playing great as well. I don't know if you were able to catch that Miami and Texas game, but Texas was up for the majority of that game, and then Miami just comes in and spoils the Longhorns. And overall, that was a great game.
Yeah, I actually was watching that game.
Mhm.
I was telling my friends, like, I think it's over. Like, Miami's just going to lose.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, Miami comes back in the second half. In the last few minutes, actually.
yeah,
And then they just ended up taking it. And at the end of the day, it was just, it wasn't, like, at the end of the seconds, it was still like a close game, but it wasn't enough for Texas to come back.
hmm
So I was like, oh, Miami took it.
yeah,
So
yeah. I know. Mhm.
that guard, Huang,
Wong, yeah, yeah.
he's a hooper. He can hoop.
Yes, he is. He actually won Player of the Year in his conference,
Mm-hmm.
and that was quite surprising because you have Duke in that conference, you have UNC, you have Virginia, all these other great teams, and I was like, man, he won Player of the Year there, but yeah, he's showing that
He can hoop.
he deserved that award,
Yeah.
and he could definitely hoop. All of these guys, everyone representing these four teams, they're all, I guess you could say, well, they're all upperclassmen. They're
Mhm.
not freshmen like how we've seen in the past with teams like Kentucky, with teams like
I
Duke,
think it's
even
becoming
last year.
a little bit more, how would I say, common that people are staying now. Like Caleb Love from
Mhm.
UNC.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to the league, but he just announced that he's entering the transfer portal.
And then even if he was going to the league, it's not like he's a freshman or a sophomore even. I think he will be entering
junior?
his. I think this season was his junior year, and now he's gonna transfer. He's not gonna be part of North Carolina anymore, but I think he's gonna be a senior heading into next year. So I think it's just crazy how it is because for the most part, for what I've been watching college basketball, it's these
Freshmen.
talented freshmen
Yeah.
who come in for 1 year and rise their draft stock, ball out, and then go to the NBA the next year. And now you see at least these teams where they have players they develop throughout their years in college, and then they finally hit their stride, and then they go on a run like this in the tournament. So I think this is great for the sport because it shows that, hey, we could hoop too. Even though we might not be ready our freshman year coming out to go to the NBA, but we stay in college, we develop, and we have great success in the tournament.
Yeah. Actually, I was looking at something, and I think from the top 25 teams that were ranked, UConn was 25th,
Wow.
and they're the only team from the top 25 in the.
That is insane.
Well, I looked at it. It was like week 2. At week 2, UConn I think was ranked 25th.
Oh, week 2 going back to November.
Going back to
Wow.
November. Week 2, they're ranked 25th because UNC was first.
Yeah.
I know Kentucky was 6th.
UCLA was up there too.
UCLA, Duke,
Arizona.
Yep. Houston,
Yep.
and UConn was 25th on that week 2 ranking.
Insane.
And they're the only team from that ranking to be in. I may be mistaken, but from what I saw today, I think that's a fact.
Man, that's insane, man. But it's really fun to see new teams in it. Me personally, I like more of the blue bloods being in it, but yeah, I don't think I think this is gonna be rare. This is really an anomaly where we have not really, well, kind of random. I mean, FAU. I mean, outside of this tournament, I don't really hear much about them.
Yeah, I mean,
we know about San Diego State.
Yeah,
they've always been good.
Because,
in college basketball.
Kawhi.
Yeah, even Kawhi. And then like we mentioned before, UConn has historically been good. They've had NBA talent in the past, Andre Drummond, Ray Allen, and things like that. And then Miami, they're a well-known university too.
Yeah, but even with Miami, you think more of Florida State.
Yeah.
You think, yeah. I'm surprised FAU. I mean, no one even knew who FAU was coming in.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely.
Would you say
not.
they didn't have an easy road because they won? And then who did they beat, like a 15 seed after?
Well, they beat the 8 seed, and then they beat the 16 seed in FDU.
FDU, yeah.
Yes, and then they made it to the Sweet 16, and they beat, I know they beat Kansas State in the Elite 8, and then Sweet 16, I forgot who they beat. But, actually, you know what, I can check right now. It's right in front of me. Yeah, they beat Kansas State in the Elite 8. They beat Tennessee. Oh, my God, I remember last week, I came in and I said Tennessee's going to row FAU. I don't know if you remember me saying that.
I do, actually, because I know you're a big believer on Tennessee. I'm like,
Yeah.
Tennessee, we haven't really. I mean, they were hooping, but they didn't have a player like that. Right?
I know, dude. It's because the way I seen them beat down on Duke, I was like, this team's really physical. This team's really tough.
But like
I
you
guess
said,
my mistake was I didn't really pay that much attention to FAU.
But then again, you think about it, like Tennessee, like you mentioned it, you can have one good game, and then after that, just shit the bed or something like that.
Yeah, but remember, we were watching UCLA and Gonzaga, which was a tremendous game. FAU and and Tennessee was right above us, and Tennessee was up for I think a majority of that game, and FAU just came rolling little by little. And I was like, I think they ended up even going up by 10 at one point, FAU, after being down by 10. So just a 20-point switch there, and then FAU ended up winning that game. But speaking of that game, we want to go see last Thursday. I put that on our social media. UCLA and Gonzaga. That was, I think, man, it was crazy because there was a lot of great games. But that was, at least you could say, you could put in the top 3 games.
I think UCLA fumbled on that one. They had it, man. And they second half, they like just completely shut down.
They did. I think it was a mixture of two things where they did shut down, but Gonzaga really came out and they denied Jaime Jaquez in the post. Any single time he was ready for a post up, you had someone off ball, weak side, come in and help. I think it was just a tremendous coaching, a tremendous adjustments by Mark Few, coach of Gonzaga. But at the same time, too, UCLA went cold. I don't know if you've seen that graphic. They had 0 field goals in 11 minutes. That's what caused Gonzaga to come in. And then we thought it was over. Gonzaga came back And then they almost choked the lead,
And
and
then
UCLA made a little run right
little
there at the
run.
end.
Yeah, man. That was a good game though.
Yeah,
The
it was a
last
fantastic
shot
game.
was a perfect drop. You didn't expect that. We used to run a play similar like that
We
in high
did, yeah,
school.
yeah. That was one of the first things you told me too. After the game ended, like, bro, we would run that play in high
When
school.
Coach Joy would just call out a random number,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we just knew it was a
hmm
little
Just
screen
little,
off,
yeah, a
hand
little
off,
dish
little
right there.
dish with hand off. Yeah, it was mostly for Brian,
Yeah,
AJ,
Frey.
Frey,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. Those were our shooter, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
I know, yeah, dude, that's crazy. But I mean, looking back at it, I was like, okay, wait, there's no way he's gonna shoot that ball.
Nah, he had to like.
He didn't have to.
Nah, but
They're only down by one at that point.
oh, that's right.
That
But
took a lot of balls for him
but
to shoot that.
but then if you think about it, coming back down, Campbell,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
had a like turnover that should have been like there's a lot of players like that who like anywhere you go, they see the shot clock winding down, and all they want to think about is taking the last shot. Like don't like they could pass out or something. Like you don't have to be taking that shot.
Mhm.
If it's not there, then don't. Obviously, he had a little bit of time left, but I think he could have got a better look. Then at least get a shot up if you're gonna turn it over.
Yeah, I'm not really quite sure what he was doing. He forced himself into traffic there, and he had no one. He had nowhere really to go.
And to top it off, he's not a 6-footer who's gonna shoot over.
I don't even think he's 6 feet tall. Period.
Yeah, he's like
He's like
so
5'11".
yeah, he's not even 6 feet. And for him, a shot over a player who's above 6 feet is kind of like tough.
Yeah.
So I would have rather had like Amari Bailey shoot
Definitely.
that, Hawkins shoot that.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, he tried to take it himself. He turned the ball over, and it was over
Yeah.
after that.
I think he did his best to give up the ball, but it was too late there because the defender stripped it from him clean. And not only that, he was already deep into he was inside. He was inside his three-point arc already, and I think he tried to hand it off maybe because I think there was someone to his right, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. Not only that, but he had some time at least for him to be on top of the key and someone come and get it from him.
Little same
I
play or
think.
what?
No, well, not that, but at least like a little handoff to someone. So I'm not really quite sure what he was doing there, but that was a fantastic game that we got to witness.
Yeah.
There, and I expect nothing. I expect nothing short this upcoming Saturday.
Yeah,
I think
we're gonna miss the games, huh?
no, we're not.
What time?
We can watch them.
What time?
Where are we at? Let's go here. Oh, the time's not here. I don't know, but it should be pretty.
Yeah,
probably like at 3.
We could watch them. The place has a TV, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
There it is. Channel 2.
Yeah, definitely channel 2.
What TV wouldn't have Channel 2?
That's true. Yeah, that's a pretty. I think everyone has channel 2. Let's see. One game at 3:09. First, Florida Atlantic and San Diego, and then another one at 5:50.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna be out.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, man. So should be good. Hopefully, we get a chance to watch a good chunk of that game. So that should be exciting. All right, sticking with the NBA. You sent this to me, right?
Yeah. No, you sent it to me.
Oh, I did. That's right.
Little Twitter
I did, right. Yeah, so today it was reported that Ben Simmons
is out.
is out for the remainder of the season, the coach said. Simmons is beginning a rehab program on his back, which I believe is the same issue he's been having for the past 3 seasons. George, what the hell happened to Ben Simmons? He came in number 1 overall pick in 2016. First of all, he failed to take his team, LSU, to the NCAA tournament. Pretty much quit on them once they were ineligible to make it. Comes in as number 1 pick, wins Rookie of the Year, and that's pretty much his highlight.
No, the disrespect was when they compared him to LeBron.
Okay.
Remember they were comparing him to LeBron?
Yep.
Oh, ain't nobody seen a body like this, 6'8", can pass the ball, can dribble.
You're saying that for Ben Simmons, but you're not saying that for Devin Booker. But I'm gonna just leave it there.
No, but that's different though. You know why that's different, buddy? You know why? Because Booker took his team to the finals. He's been hooping. We're not saying he's okay. We're not saying he's Kobe, bro. Like everyone's getting it wrong. He's not Kobe. He has game like. The same way people say Kobe has game like to Jordan. It's just the way they're saying it.
Okay, but I'm gonna use your logic. It's not Ben Simmons' fault that they were comparing him to LeBron or Magic.
Okay, yes, but I'm saying Booker at least is hooping. Ben Simmons is not hoop for shit. Like he can't hoop.
CP3 took him to that finals, not Devin Booker.
Oh my god. All right, never mind.
All right, sorry. I just needed to bring that up because I'm like, all right, I'm a catcher right here.
Nah.
All right, whatever. All right, going back to Ben Simmons. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Wait. Last thing. The difference is D-Book can hoop. He dropped 70 points. He's been dropping 30 a game. He averaging whatever 27, 30.
Okay.
All right, going back to Ben Simmons, who hasn't even played, which is a difference from Devin Booker.
Whatever.
Hasn't even played. They compared him to LeBron coming in. You know, I thought he was going to be good. I was kind of rude. I think LSU, he was facing ineligibility himself with the grades or something like that, from what I can remember. Well, anyways, he came in. He got hurt. He started throwing this fit about. You heard that? What's that? Well, anyways, he started throwing. You didn't hear that?
Yes.
Right. He started throwing this fit about him not wanting to play for the Sixers, and then the Sixers booed him. He didn't take that layup. So I think with him, it's just not even physically. It's not his back rehab. It's not. It's all gonna be up here. Like I was rooting for the guy, but now at this point, I feel like I would have been a better player in the NBA. I mean, at least I'm gonna give you minutes, or like be there.
I guess when you look at it that way, your best ability is your availability.
Yeah.
It's crazy, George, because you see highlights from him in Philadelphia, and he's taking the ball to the rim. He wasn't shooting. He's never shot, and I think that's part of his downfall too, because, like you said, it is up here, and I completely 100% agree with you on that. But he was being aggressive on offense. His passing ability has always been there.
His defensive.
Yes, and his defense. That's those two traits have been the best thing from Ben Simmons. But even when he didn't have his shot, or he's never shot it, but when his offense is not really his strength, his strong suit, he takes the ball to the rim, lays it up, he penetrates, dishes out, dunks the ball when he can. He gets to, even that last year in Philly, and then he gets to Brooklyn, and all that's gone, all that vanished, and you're like, what the heck happened to the guy that we seen 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Yeah. It's just like he is a shell of himself, George. And I don't even think he's tradable. What do you do with someone like Ben Simmons in the state that he's in right now?
I mean, his value is not going to be there.
I think he has no value
at all. I think you trade him best for like.
But we just said he has no value.
I mean, you can get something off it, not completely no value.
Okay, so you're saying that he has some type of value.
You're going to get like a bench player for him. Like, you could trade Pat Beverly and get a Ben Simmons type. I mean, obviously right now you would rather have Pat Beverly, but in the long run, if you can fix him. I don't even know if he's fixable. I hope he is. That's crazy. Because I rooted for this guy. I thought he was going to be good. But at this point, I don't know. He's proving. Even at the beginning of this season, I said, if Ben Simmons can get back to the Ben Simmons that he is or was, I see Nets going to the championship. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, that's out the window now.
KD, Kyrie, none of us predicted that.
Yeah, so Kyrie out, KD out, Ben Simmons, damn, I don't even know if he's ever going to play again.
He's out here, bro. This is insane. I mean, you got to start thinking, okay, where does he land in regards to number one picks and bust?
He's up there with Bennett for sure.
You think he's already up there with Bennett? I think we got to give it a little bit more time.
I'd be like, I'll go Bennett, Kwame, Adam Morrison.
Well, Adam Morrison wasn't.
Oh, no, yeah, number one picks, yeah.
Just number one picks.
So Anthony Bennett, Kwame Brown, and then I would go Ben Simmons.
Nah, I think you got to look at the history of things. I don't think
Wait, who
Ben
else has
Simmons.
been number one that you consider a
Let's
bust?
see, man. Probably like everyone from the 2000 draft, 2002, no, 2001
No,
draft, no, not 2001. Oh, no, he was the number one pick. Never mind.
no, yeah, it's only I would say
I gotta look at it, bro.
Anthony Bennett, Kwame Brown, and Ben Simmons. Cause Greg Oden,
Yeah, you gotta put Greg.
Greg Oden.
You gotta put Greg Oden there. But the thing that sucks probably about Greg Oden is that it was the injuries.
But we know what
That's
Ben Simmons can do, bro. The thing with Ben Simmons is, I think one time Kobe had said to him to fix his shot. I don't think he wanted to fix it or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
I think he's just stubborn. I think he just can't coach
That's
that.
the
I think
stubbornness.
the reason he is how he is because his mentality is like. I feel like obviously we don't know the guy, or no,
No, definitely. Yeah,
yeah, we don't know the guy, or like closed doors type
right.
thing. But to me, the way I see him from like an outside looking in, like from the outside,
Yeah.
I see him as an ego that I know everything. I have to play my game how I know how to play. I'm not going to change it. I don't like to change. So I'm going to just stick to what I know how to do. Because the way I'm doing it is going to be right.
That's the wrong approach to look at it too.
But I
That's
think
crazy.
you get what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to take no. I'm not open minded. I'm not going to take your criticism. I'm not going to take it in. I'm going to just do what I do.
Hmm.
Play my game how I play it. You cannot fix anything. Like, even a guy like Lonzo who comes in with a broken jumper, he was open minded. He switched it up, and then he started
His form. Yeah.
his form, and his shooting numbers went off the roof. Like, I'm not the best shooter, but his numbers
He's
grew
improved drastically. Yeah.
for sure. Which sucks because now he's another guy
That's
who is
another one who we could start looking at too. That could be a bust, and sadly because of injuries.
injuries.
Okay, right here. Guaranteed nobody knows his name. Michael Olowokandi, 1998, number one overall pick. No, don't just because you don't know exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know who he is. That's exactly why he's a bust.
Wait, but then if we're talking about injury, nah, you can't.
No. I think
No.
You got to take everything into factor.
So I'm gonna say this: would you consider the way he turned out with injuries, D Rose? He gave you what, 3 good years?
I think 4.
4.
I think 4 years.
And
Yeah,
then after
because
that, it
his
was
rookie year, his second year, MVP year, and then he got injured his 4th year.
and then that's when
playoffs
it
in
went
2012.
downhill.
Yeah. No, but he's not though. He's not. He's not a bust, because in that span, let's say, all right, those 4 years, clearly those were his best 4 years. He won an MVP in that span. He took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals in that span. But not only that, he didn't give up on himself.
He didn't?
He had injury after injury.
Yeah, he did.
He even scored 50 points a couple years ago with the Minnesota
Oh,
Timberwolves.
I remember.
And even now, he's still a reliable NBA player. Clearly not the number one pick that he once was, that talent, but he's proven to not be stubborn, to continue to fight, scratch and claw through all the doubters, all the naysayers, and now he is a reliable, formidable NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is he a Hall of Famer? You ask me, I don't think he is,
He's not.
because those 4 years, that's just not enough. And it's crazy. If he doesn't make the Hall of Fame, this is clearly years away. He would be the first MVP to not be a Hall of Famer.
But I feel
When
like
you
they're
think
going
about
to
that,
throw
that's
him
pretty
in there
crazy.
because he was the youngest MVP. And I
That-
mean, like he's
that-
like
no,
no,
there's-
I
but
mean,
there's more to that,
But
though.
I know I feel like they're gonna throw him in there. Like
You think so? So you think they're just gonna do it out of sympathy?
basically, yes.
Okay, so you don't know how the NBA works then.
No, I know how it works.
Okay,
but-
then so you wouldn't be sympathy. That's not like George. This is the Hall of Fame. This is the best. Not at best. This is the greatest. These people are elite of the elite in their time playing basketball.
No, I know.
They're not gonna give you no sympathy vote. I'm sorry. You're not talking to NBA Twitter. You're talking to esteemed panels of basketball minds. You ask people on NBA Twitter, they say, oh yeah, oh my God, Derrick Rose is my favorite player. I love Derrick Rose. Yeah, I love Derrick Rose too, but I mean, you got to be real.
Yeah, he probably not won't make it, but I mean, damn,
That would be crazy though.
Yeah, I don't think he will make it then.
That's insane. That the Ben Simmons, I'm still going. I mean, he's still young. He's still. I mean, he's on the wrong side
He's
of
gonna be
20.
27.
Yeah, like I said, he's on the wrong side of 20. But I think that's a little bit too premature for me. But he is on that path.
But
Sadly,
yeah,
he's on that path.
the back thing, I feel like is an excuse, man. Like the back thing's long gone. It all went downhill when he didn't take that layup.
That's what I was gonna bring up too.
And I
Yeah.
think the fans, I think that the outside noise, like the fans, the Twitter, all that, it bugs them.
Mm.
And that shut them down completely. And I think, I don't know how you fix that. Just, I mean, sports psychologists aren't the only ones who can look at that.
Yeah, man, it's truly upsetting. It's something that really I don't think any of us would have predicted. And you think about Ben Simmons being the 2016 number one overall pick, and then you go to Markelle Fultz being the 2017 overall pick, and Markelle Fultz immediately started off like, okay, this guy could be the biggest bust ever. And you look at where they're at now, and that graphic you sent me, I think he has a higher shooting percentage than Stephen Curry. 3-point percentage as well, I believe, right?
I think
Like
so.
Markelle Fultz just proved that, hey, my time is not done. I'm still young. I could still prove that I can play in the NBA. And even though he's not worthy of a number one overall pick, you look back at it now.
Yeah.
But he's a really good. He's a good NBA player that I think would do great on any roster.
And he's another guy I always rooted from. Like, he's going to get better. I know he is.
You did. I remember. You would.
Yeah.
You would.
I'm like, he's going to get better. Give
Yeah.
it time. Like, he's only his second year. I think I had told Buddy, like, he's only in his second year. He just needs to fix his shine. He'll be solid. And now he's hooping. The torn ACL was a little scary because I know he tore his ACL.
I think that happened 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's hooping. But, yeah, now if you look back at that draft, I'm going JT number one.
Definitely.
JT number one. BI
That was
still number two.
2017.
No, BI wasn't in that draft. That
No,
was
BI
Lonzo.
was with Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Lonzo.
Oh, no, Lonzo
But
dropped.
Lonzo's going
Donovan Mitchell goes number 2.
Donovan Mitchell.
He goes to the Lakers at number 2.
Is Shea in that draft class? No.
No,
Who's the
Shea
rookie?
is 2019.
2019, yeah.
Damn, that's right, huh? You look back at it, Zoe probably drops.
I mean,
outside of the top 10.
But without injuries, he's still a top 10, I think.
I mean, but you got to take that into
No,
consideration.
yeah.
Though.
But without the injuries, like, if you can't predict the injuries, obviously, he would be top 10 still with no injuries.
Those are the ones that suck most, George.
The
It's
injuries.
the injuries.
But when you suck because you just flat out go in the league and just become a bust. And
Just like Anthony Bennett.
Yeah, that's worse. And Giannis was in Anthony Bennett's year.
Yep.
And Victor
CJ.
Oladipo. Oh, Victor Oladipo
He was number 2 pick.
Yeah, he was okay
Yeah.
at one point. But damn, Ben Simmons, man.
I know, man. The downfall. I mean, we thought he already hit rock bottom.
But
Like, he's below that. He's like
I
another
gave
level
him
below that.
I gave him the benefit of doubt too. Like, if he comes to his senses this year, Nets are gonna be good.
Yeah.
I thought playing alongside KD would help him.
Mm-hmm.
A little
KD and Kyrie.
KD
Yeah,
will
I agree.
mentor him. Kyrie will mentor him. But I'm saying, like, he's probably one of those guys who's not gonna listen. Like,
Stubborn.
he has a big ego for sure.
Yeah.
Because how do you play with? I mean, you don't think Doc Rivers is a good? Wait, did Doc Rivers coach him? Yeah, 1 year, right?
Yeah, he did 1 year. Yeah.
I know you don't
His
like
final year in
Doc. I know you don't like Doc Rivers.
Well, I mean, I don't like him for other
But
reasons, but I mean, as a head coach, I think he's a good
Yeah,
head
'cause
coach.
You got to respect Doc Rivers. He has a championship under his belt. He knows what it is to win.
Coached some good teams too.
Yeah, he coached some good teams. He's gone to the playoffs. I would assume he would listen to Doc at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, his time at Philly doesn't work. He goes to the Nets. And then you're playing alongside KD, Kyrie. And I would think that could shape him up.
Yeah.
But I guess they could even help. But then if you think about it, KD has his little ego of himself too.
Little.
Okay, he has a big ego. I mean, it's well deserved because he's one of the greatest players of all time.
I mean, I think everyone at that level has an ego.
But he's a little bit more on the childish side too. Like,
Yeah.
when it's far
with his
to list.
burner account.
Yeah, his burner account. So I mean, I don't even know if he'd be a good mentor type. And then Kyrie,
I don't think so.
We know Kyrie, like, obviously
Kyrie
as a
thinks the
mentor.
world is flat. So.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe those weren't the best guys to play
Probably
him
not.
against.
Yeah. You start to think about it out loud.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
like, probably not. Not really.
Nah, probably not.
really
Then
surround
he probably
himself
needs
with-
like a LeBron or
Someone. Yeah. That's
I mean, if the Lakers could pick him up.
No. All
Play him
right.
around LeBron.
No, no, right. Okay. This is something I really want to get to as well.
Another topic.
Yes, the Blazers. They're 1-9 over the last 10 games. Today, it was announced that their superstar Damian Lillard is out for the remainder of the year. They have about 6 or 7 more games. Shams Charania, one of the well-known NBA insiders, had this to say. Shams expects Damian Lillard and the Blazers to have a serious conversation about what's next for both sides. Damian Lillard obviously already regarded as maybe one of the greatest scoring point guards of all time. He is phenomenal. He has every offensive tool you could ever think of.
Hall of Famer?
That's another conversation. But his talent is undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in Portland his entire career. Farthest he's gone is the Western Conference Finals. And there have been no signs of Portland getting better.
The worst,
is this the year? Is this finally the year where the Blazers say, okay, we're giving up on Dame, we're trading him, and we're getting the best package we can?
I think yes. You know why? Let me tell you why. He's reaching 30, right? He's
already 30. Yep.
He's 30 years old.
A little bit after.
Like you said, there's no improvement on Portland side. You give away C.J. McCollum. So now C.J.'s gone. You have Damian Lillard with these youngsters.
32.
You have Damian Lillard with these youngsters. And now you need to trade him because now you have to rebuild. You want to get something back for him. Because he's going to get older and older. As the older he gets, his value is going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping. And you're going to get less for him. So I think the Portland and Dame Lillard time is done. Dame needs to go somewhere because he's in a win now situation. He's not. The aging is not gonna help him. So he's in a win now. So they should trade him to not a championship contending team, but a contending team.
Well, I think a championship contending. Team.
Contending team because I think with the right,
he'll bring someone over the hump. You think?
Yeah, like let's say who's not a contending team but not championship. Like,
no, I can't put them there yet. But
I'm thinking about
I would say maybe someone like Cleveland, but I mean,
Cleveland.
I think they have a good squad. I mean, they're already guard heavy.
Yeah,
they're guard heavy already. But anyways, yeah. The point is,
imagine him point guard for the Boston Celtics.
Well, I think Boston's already great, but
yeah.
He would definitely elevate them to another level.
Or even Milwaukee, who need Drew Holiday's solid, yeah, but as a scoring point guard, if you put Dame Lillard, who would you rather take? Drew Holiday, Dame Lillard? You take Dame Lillard.
Yeah,
I would assume.
I mean, you kind of lose something with Drew, but yeah, George, I am completely 100% in agreement with you. I'm not just saying this because obviously I would love my LA Lakers to do something. No. I'm being real. Obviously, I would love the Lakers to do something, bring in Dame like that. But I think for Dame's sake and for the sake of the Portland Trailblazers to get something in return, I think they need. This is the year I think to finally trade him. They haven't done anything since 2019 when they went to the Western Conference Finals, and it's just that spark is not there anymore. So I think Portland really needs to get their head out of their ass because I feel like they've been stubborn, and so has Dame in not requesting a trade. You see Dame memes. I don't run from the grind, all this other crap. But I think it's finally time to
run.
Just that's it. Like just give it up. Dame needs to go somewhere where he has a legit chance at winning a championship, and I don't know what team would offer the best. You know what?
No, wait.
Someone like the Clippers.
That's what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna bring it up right now. Right now that you finished talking, I was gonna be like, I know you're not.
We were thinking the same thing right now.
I'm like, I know how you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But the other LA team, the Clippers. Imagine Clippers having Dame Lillard, Paul George, Kawhi.
Yeah.
Because Clippers always been good, but they've never had a good point guard.
That's true. Their last great point guard was Chris Paul. Yeah. But yeah, not only that, but what I hate but what's also true, just speaking unbiasedly, the Clippers have the young pieces to send away, and they have the trade capital. I mean the draft capital to offer the Portland Trailblazers a really good deal. Like you could send away Bones Highland.
Even Westbrook, throw him in there.
Yeah, maybe
for a package, like the right package. Obviously not Westbrook.
What's his name?
Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann, and then I think maybe send Nicholas Batum. He's been playing okay.
Nicholas Batum.
No, Luka Kennard's not part of the team. Maybe Ivica Zubac.
Zubac.
You know, so they have players.
And then stick with Plumlee as your starting center.
I mean, the big three of Dame, Kawhi, and Paul would be truly something to witness.
But the thing with them is the age is just not.
Yeah.
Bro, they traded Shea, bro.
Crazy looking back, huh?
But they've always done that because Eric Bledsoe was, but they had CP3, so Bledsoe had to go, kind of.
You look back at that trade real quick. Right now, I think you gotta look at it as a failure. Clippers only receive Paul George. They send away numerous draft picks and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is looking like a future NBA star.
The thing with this day and age with NBA, a lot of people aren't gonna win rings because there's so many good players.
Of course not.
Like before, it was like, okay, you're not winning a ring because Kobe, because LeBron, because Tim Duncan, because one player, obviously. But now you have so many hoopers in the league. You got Shea, you got Luka, you got G. That's why now when we mention LeBron's comp, obviously it's not to get in an argument, but like the comp now, it's crazy because you have these guys dropping 60 bombs, 70 bombs, I don't know, 50 a night.
Well, that has a lot to do with the spacing and the offensive flow.
Yeah, because now you have
the 3-point.
Yeah, the 3-point.
So that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, you play the ISO bot, but these guys in the hoop, like you have Giannis, who's a 7-footer doing what he does. You know, like you never saw, obviously, like I said, not a star argument. Like you never saw a Shaq going outside the 3-point line, ISOing his player from the 3-point line.
Well, I would hope not. He's 7 feet tall and he weighs over 300 pounds.
But like I'm saying, though,
in the paint.
But like I said, Giannis is 7 feet tall.
He's not 300
technically. Pounds. Okay, but he's still a 7-footer dribbling the ball.
When you have a gift like that, well.
No, you know what I mean. I was not to bash on Shaq or anything.
All I'm gonna say is, as time goes, everyone evolves.
Yeah.
So obviously you see this, and that's why you hate on the older game.
No, I don't hate on it.
Yeah, you do.
I don't hate on it.
Okay, well you don't appreciate it.
I'm just saying that with the looks of the GOAT conversation before. Obviously the debate's over now. We're
not talking about.
I know we're not, but I'm just saying like.
Oh, Jesus Christ, George.
I fuck with the old game, though.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
My God, buddy.
No, you really don't.
I fuck with the bad boy Pistons.
No, you don't. But okay.
But anyways, Dame Dollars, yeah, it's over.
Dame Dollar's over.
But you have to go to a contending team.
It has to be.
It can't be no, like, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? How would he fit next to Jalen Brunson in the Knicks?
Nah.
Jalen Brunson's ball dominant, huh? And Jalen Brunson, he's playing phenomenal, too.
Well, you have to get rid of Jalen Brunson, I feel like. Actually, no, you can move. I feel like you can move him to 2 guard.
Miami?
No, Kyle
Miami has the pieces, too.
He's
old, bro. He's old.
Kyle
That's crazy. That would be insane. But, yeah, hopefully, for Dame's sake, it's time.
Move to a young team, like you said, yeah. A young team.
I was going to bring up the Thunder because they have the draft capital for sure.
Shai, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you play like I don't know if Shai can play the 2 guard. I think Shai can play the 2 guard.
I think he can.
Actually, like fuck the 2 guard. I'm bad for the line. Fuck the 2 guard, the 1 guard. It's positionless basketball now. Yeah, you could throw him in anywhere, bro.
You could throw him in anywhere.
You could throw him in with the Thunder because you could ISO either one. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it'll be insane, but hopefully something happens on that department. But yeah, Blazer season is over. And the Nets, well, Ben Simmons is, I don't know what's going to happen with him. But
Ben Simmons
we'll see.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah. George?
Nah.
Anything else you want to chime in on?
Nah, we're good on this side.
All right. Oh, we're singing a song. Weren't we singing a song before we started recording? Or was I singing a song?
Type shit.
Oh, yeah, type shit. That's that type shit. That's that type shit. Yeah, Lil Quavo. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, I was going to get pissed. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in into this week's episode. You already know what to do. We love you.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Just want to appreciate it. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Anyone who's still watching. Peace out.
Peace.